National Consumer Commission is urging those who've purchased Top Score instant porridge by the Spar Group to stop consuming the product and immediately return it to their retailer for a full refund. The Commission announced the recall after the deaths of 3 children who apparently consumed the porridge in Mdantsane in the Eastern Cape. For more on their decision, let's bring in the Commission's Head of Complaints and Investigations, Prudence Moilwa, who's with us via our video link this morning. Prudence, thanks for making time to speak to us and welcome to the SABC News channel. My understanding is that this product actually has its origins traced all the way to Namibia, and in fact there's been a recall there too.
I'm not sure about the recall in Namibia. What I know is that the recall is definitely in South Africa. The reason for the recall is actually a precautionary product safety recall on the basis of what we all know has transpired in the Eastern Cape. So the incident in the Eastern Cape has actually prompted Spar locally from our discussion to say it is necessary actually for this recall to take place until we know for sure that the product is not implicated in the two incidents. So we are now saying it's a precautionary recall. Nothing has been found wrong with the product just yet. We are still awaiting the test results from both the supplier as well as the investigations that are now going on in the Buffalo City.
It is still quite the move, especially in a context where you're saying you're still not really sure if this product is at the center of what took place. Typically speaking, what kind of steps do you take before making a decision like this? Because, you know, in a context where someone eats food that seems to be contaminated, it could be anything. It could be how it was packaged, how it was stored after being packaged, and in some instances, how it was prepared.
Yeah, the reason why we took the step is because the product itself was named in the incident. So we do not want to take any chances with the lives of South Africans. The incident that arose, this very product, the vanilla instant porridge, was actually named as the porridge that was ingested or eaten by the children. So the Commission cannot take chances with the lives of South Africa, especially if the product has been sold nationally like this. It is a responsible thing to do it at such a stage. So until the tests are in, then a recall is called for. It's a discussion that we had with SPAR. Yes, the risk assessment indicates that perhaps it might not necessarily be the cause, but until we know for sure, we cannot allow such a product to be sold in the market or for consumers to continue consuming it.
No, fair enough. With that in mind, have you come across any other reports potentially linking this product to adverse effects?
Well, so far we only know of the incidents in the Eastern Cape, and it's still early days, of course. Like you may be aware, the incident only occurred in the last week, and it's very early to tell whether other incidents have been linked to the product. So the sooner the tests are done, the better. We've been speaking to the suppliers to say to them, to mitigate the risk, please do the testing now, so that we also, in terms of how we're looking at it, are sure that the product indeed is not implicated, especially because we are happy that obviously no further incidents have been reported except for the ones in the Eastern Cape. We're happy about that. But as a precaution, we have to make sure that the implicated product, even if it's alleged, is removed from the shelf for now.
Yeah, I can imagine an instance where some consumers are worried that they've already started eating this porridge and are concerned if the retailer, for example, will be able to take it back for a full refund. What does the law say? What's at least the instruction from the Commission?
Yeah. Look, when you have the product, and even if it has been used, the practice is that you take it in its current form, so long as you can indicate that the packaging is the same as the one of the recalled product, you will get a full refund. It's the process that we follow when it comes to food products or any other product. Whenever there is a recall, so long as you can indicate that you have it, even if you don't have a receipt, but the product is identifiable, you can be able to take it back for a full refund.
Does it have to be specifically where you bought it, or can it be at a shop that happens to sell this product as well?
Yeah, I think it's important for you to return it to Spar, where you bought it ideally, but any other Spar would be willing to take it back. Right now, what we are monitoring is to make sure that the product goes back Spar is aware, all the retailers the Spar Group are aware of the recall, and they will be able to take it back.
Yeah. You have mentioned that your interaction has been with investigators, hoping to help speed up essentially the process to determine whether or not this product is safe. But is there any kind of conversation with the manufacturers? You know, are you expected at all to interact with them?
Yeah, we are interacting with them. We've spoken to Namib Mills several times. I've personally spoken to them. And I've also spoken to Spar Group as the retailer throughout the process, just to get their understanding and their agreement in terms of the process that will follow, for them to understand clearly what the expectation is. So we have indicated to Namib Mills in terms of our priorities, which is to keep consumers safe and to ensure that this incident does not escalate, and the reason why the recall was actually necessary.
And are you finding that they're cooperating?
Yeah, of course. Now, I must say, several discussions we've had with Spar over the weekend already. The cooperation is there. In fact, this precautionary recall was by agreement, because we, from both sides, understood that until tests are in, excluding this product from the incident, it is very necessary to take precautionary steps, which the recall would be. They started first with the trade recall, which was making sure that where they are there in store, they should not be sold further. But we saw it necessary to only not quarantine the product in the stores, but to also extend the recall to consumers, because it only goes to follow that once you are doing a trade recall, then consumers who have the product should also return it to the store.
No, absolutely. Prudence Moilwa, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. We appreciate your time. Prudence is the head of complaints and investigations with the National Consumer Commission, as we understand that recall taking place. We also tried to reach out, by the way, to Namib Mills. That's the company that produces this product. And as soon as they are willing to speak to us, we're happy to have that conversation here.